after our false start a moment ago because the system did one of those notification dings and basically said, hey, your stream just went off and back on again. Fantastic. So we'll try this again from scratch. This is Ancient Amuletor, as in an ancient amulet, but you are using these ancient amulets, so you are an Ancient Amuletor. It is a game that I was stoked enough after playing the demo to want to check out as the full game. The full game is $20, though actually right now on the launch week, today is actually the launch day, June 27th of 2017, but the launch week you can get it for a discount, so about $16 instead, and you get some kind of theme, although I haven't actually made any use of the theme yet and actually checked it out at all. But basically it's sort of a tower defense game, but done as a two-move controller combat type of situation. I will note here that when you turn on the game, it does notify you, as did the demo, that it only supports move motion controllers. I'm assuming that means literally only these, not DualShock or these, and that they're somehow excluding just the PSVR aim controller. If they're going to say only these, it should mean only these. So make sure you do have a pair of motion controllers for PlayStation Move, which is now, of course, for PlayStation VR. Basically, again, it's tower defense, a type of game I would never usually have any interest in playing. But again, here's PlayStation VR getting me to play genres that I usually would ignore. There are crystals that you need to protect. You're able to jump around the battlefield using a teleport ability to certain predetermined locations, and as you kill enemies with whatever weapon your particular hero has, you gain, essentially, building up power, sort of like in a fighting game almost, to eventually use a special move type of attack. I really feel like it's... There we go. Felt like it wasn't quite getting that move over here. Let's see. You have menu controls, of course, with these. Teleport control is just with the move button. You just point, hold down the button, and let go. You do have an archer character you can be, the mage character that you can be, and then the gunner and the puppeteer I haven't even tried yet because they were not in the demo. This is my first time playing it outside of the demo. So, alright, click, 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 click. Let's get out of here. Okay, so multiplayer, yes, and single player. We're going to do single player first. Ooh, a coming soon pair of levels. I wonder if that will be paid DLC or simply added. We have the Desert, the Empire, and Training. Training will show us a good sense of how this plays for the different activities, but if it's anything like the Training in the demo, it's just going to play through one character, so let's just do a real deal level. Let's do level 1-1. Let's just go easy on me for the first time. Again, Gunner. Oh, new characters will be added, apparently. We have a Gunner character that I haven't tried yet, because, again, it's not in the demo. The Archer's pretty cool. That's probably my preferred one of the two that were in the demo, which are the Archer and the Mage. Mage is all right, but a little bit trickier, for me at least, to handle. It feels a little less precise, but it has some splash damage to it, whereas the Archer's weapon generally does not. And it looks like Puppeteer will have to be unlocked as you go along here. So let's start out with the Archer. Okay, so you have a bow, and you can also unlock another weapon here, a 2-star weapon. This is Leah. I'm clicking on this just to see if it does anything, because it can highlight. Okay, so that's me, basically, and you can't really see me. I'm curious if there's any... Nope. Hitting the move button just turns on. I was trying to get her to turn around so you can see who the character is. Then there's your level. Again, 3D immersive menu here. But, yeah, let's try this out. And that's telling you the abilities for that Puppeteer character, which, of course, isn't who I am. And you notice the menus go into a just the regular theatrical presentation mode. Okay, so here we are. Notice, unlike a lot of these types of games, it is actually showing me the full body, which is a little bit creepy, a little bit weird. Could pull a John Crichton kind of thing. But then, just like I'm thinking of Medieval Moves Deadman's Quest, it's point, pull the trigger on your left hand. You're moving your left hand up to your right hand, pulling the trigger as it goes forward to put the arrow in, or to knock it or whatever. Pull it back, and fire. Only downside that I've run into with this is when you're trying to shoot like over here, having the system be able to actually track your movements, because of course it's following, there's little power-ups, it is following your little, whatchamacallit, your glowing orbs, the little lights on the PSVR, and on the Move controller. Yeah, I'm not going to hit that guy yet. I know I'm not, because I'm not that good at that shot. There we go. And yes, the arrows do have a fall off. And the extent to which you pull them back helps determine how far they're going to fall. These are your paths that the enemy is going to take, so we don't have any coming from behind me just yet. This is actually the level that is in the demo. So this one I know a little bit. That's why I'm like, hey, I can actually do something. Notice there are different types of enemies. We have those skeletons that came out to attack. We got these archers that'll get just close and start firing arrows. There's dudes that carry bombs. Those little coin things, or whatever it is that I'm picking up, like this one that's floating up there from killing the bad guys, or these orbs of energy, those are not present in the demo. So it'll be interesting to see what I can do with those, if that's sort of a skill progression unlock. Whoa! See, now he's trying to take out, they're all trying to take these out. The good news, Alright, time to use a power-up. Hold down the move button, point at the baddies, let it go, and in the case of the arrow, it's basically a multi-enemy homing arrow. So it's almost like a kill everybody on the screen command, except not really, because you can, as you saw there, run out of targets that you can actually aim at, right? Yeah, try to get your arm out there, because the further back you pull it, the stronger it's going to be. So it does make a difference, essentially, how far apart the orbs are when you do this. Come on. There we go. Again, it's on easy, and this is the starting level. This part of it's not all that difficult. It's not until you really get a little bit further up that it starts to be, because now you've got enemies coming from behind you as well, and that's where it just won't track as well because of the orbs themselves, that it has to check with the PSVR or the camera. You almost want to go over your head, I would say, just to make sure the orbs can be seen. And you gotta, you know, aim without being crappy. Ooh. Just a little trickier to aim when they're coming from the side. Alright, nobody coming from down there. It's still the guys from up top so far. Notice how my bow is glowing. The bow glowing is what's telling me, hey, you can use that super ability if you want. There's a slow down ability again over there. And now they're starting to come from that side. There's one of the guys with the bombs. Hit him, he'll drop the bomb, it'll explode and do splash damage to the characters around him. Thankfully, you do not run out of ammo. Oh, come on, get the guy. Those things cause some serious damage. Uh-oh. It's giving me I thought it was giving me a symbol telling me that something was being attacked. But maybe not. Or maybe that was telling me to turn around. Let me recenter myself here. Between waves, your power-ups, if they're unused on the map, do disappear. Discovered that when doing the demo. What you got? What you got? What you got? Who's coming? Who's coming? Come on! Oh, they're coming from up there. Okay. Not so good with hitting the guys up top. I'm just not. That's gauging that distance is not my forte. I just usually just wait for them to get lower. And I say usually, I played this demo probably more than any other PSVR demo outside of the Resident Evil 7 beginning hour demo, just in terms of how much I was looking forward to actually playing this type of thing. And again, this is not my type of game. This is not something I would normally have spent any money on. I wouldn't even have bothered with the demo in most cases for a game like this. Kill him! There we go. It's gonna get the splash damage, but not as bad. Alright guys, we're just gonna... Back from back there? Nope. Just these jerk-offs here. Boof. Whew. Alright. Now you don't actually have to lose every one of your crystals to lose the level. I forget exactly how many I've lost on the demo, but it was a few. Coming up, where are they coming from? Check the... Well, that is one thing I haven't done, is do the teleport thing, which is very helpful. Come on, hit him. Damn. Oh, come on. Went under his chin. There we go. Yeah, the teleporting thing is helpful. Actually, when I played the demo of this, I think I only teleported maybe once the entire time, because I was getting used to the different arcs of how to hit them from over here. But yeah, teleporting is actually rather helpful if I can actually remember to do it. Especially for this one over here. Come on. I didn't get my power up. Gotcha. I mean, it's a little disorienting. Come on. Hit him. Oh, come on. Fine. Phew. It does get a little tiring after a while, though. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, is that all of them? Sheesh. That's the other hard part, is I'm constantly turning away from the TV, so I gotta be careful. I guess that's what those arrows are. They're telling me to change my angle. Come on, jump to it! Alright. Alright, guys coming from up top. Hey, there we go. Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Oh, guys up top. Whoop. Over his head. There we go. Oh, crap. Oh, that was one of the bomb guys. So the bomb guys, when they explode, take themselves out. Come on. Notice that sometimes I'm finding myself in positions where it's not quite wanting to let me do what I would like to do. I think what's happening, though, is it's a question of the position of my hands as I'm trying to go back up here. Yeah, see, so I've lost a crystal. I lost the one that was up here. And I just lost the one down there. Damn it. Fucking jump. There we go. So if you're selecting a place to jump to, but it's not actually highlighted, only the top is highlighted, then it's not going to actually work. It's not going to actually take you where you're trying to go. Oh, there it is. I was like, why is it still keeping me in the level? Oh, victory! There we go. Right, so your archer is basically just like Medieval Moves Deadman's Quest. It's put the one out, you don't have to push the trigger, put the other one forward, hold the trigger, pull it back, let it go to fire, and then activate your ability by doing that once you've already hit the move button on your left hand. So that's the archer. That's a little more straightforward out of the different types. Okay. Is that okay? So that's sort of centered for me with the TV. I tend to get moved around quite a bit because I'm playing this while standing up. Alright, so say we want to go back to the desert. It doesn't matter what level. I'm not going to actually try to play through the whole thing. I just want to show you the other abilities here real quick. We have the mage. Grimoire, and it looks like Divine Grimoire. Ooh. Love the way that they represent all these here. Okay, anyway. Start the battle. You can calibrate anytime. Stretch out your arms, and hold start. I think that's one thing I'm doing wrong when I'm trying to recalibrate. I'm trying to recalibrate for my sight. I'm not reaching my arms all the way out before I do it. So the arm distance, which you absolutely need in some cases, isn't getting it. Okay, now this one's kind of weird. So here's his grimoire. He's this giant dude. You hold down the trigger and it creates an orb. And you can create up to 3 at a time. As soon as you create a 4th one, the first one you created has disappeared and so forth. Then you got this like hook thing, and if you pull the trigger, it separates, and you can grab an orb. You let go and it just stays floating there. But once you grab the orb, you can essentially throw the thing. So like if I want to create an orb, grab it, I can then throw it with terrible aim, like that. But the good news about these orbs is they do... I got okay at this with the demo, but it's definitely doesn't feel quite as precise. It's like the throwing stars in, again, Medieval Moves Deadman's Quest. I would say that's probably the thing that this most reminds me of in terms of the control scheme from top to bottom is Deadman's Quest. Deadman's Quest, for those of you who are unfamiliar with it, was one of the few PlayStation Move games on the PlayStation 3 that actually made use of 2 motion controllers. Alright, so we got our... I'm curious what happens if I hit that thing. Assuming it activates. Yep. Nice. Ooh, we got a mage character down there now. What the heck? He put me in chains of some kind. Anyway, you get the gist. Now, am I able to go out of this? No, pressing the start button does nothing. Pressing the face buttons, nothing. So basically I just have to lose. Or keep playing, so might as well just keep on. Boom. But anyway, yeah, splash damage, yippee. It's the move button on the right-hand controller. Notice how I just killed 2 with 1 shot there, 2 with 1 shot there. You can't do that with the arrows. And you do have the ability to basically, again, you can create up to 3 of these at a time, so you can sort of have your ammo sitting here, but it does eventually disappear. What's up? Some big-ass arms and hands. Where are they coming from? Oh. I was like, there's some over here. Have at thee! That didn't work. And I tend to throw these like the throwing star kind of, they're like batarangs in Batman Arkham VR. And that tends to be somewhat accurate if you do it somewhat slowly. Or you can do it just as almost like a an overhand throw kind of thing like that. Underhand does work too, but it tends to arc it up pretty high, which is not always what you want to do. In that case, I'm sure, yeah, that was exactly what I was trying to do. Sure it was. And then the arrows are telling me, no, over here. Maybe it's enemy locations it's showing me. I haven't quite figured out what it's pointing to, because sometimes it seems like it's telling me, hey, dumbass, you're not calibrated right. Crap. What's up, buddy? Boom! Come on, there we go. Power up! Boom. It's weird. All of a sudden I'm finding it... Whoa! Yeah. Finding it easier to, do the one than the other. Okay, yeah, so here's his ability. A slowing field and a rather large kill field off of his orb. It just changes the type of orb he's throwing. But you gotta hold down the button while you are also holding down the button. There we go. Basically, you hold down the move button and then press the trigger on your left hand. And that's what's gonna change it into like an ice bomb. And this is just weird. I'm not even sure what you would call this, but I'm sure there's some type of ancient name for this, and as a history teacher I should probably know it, but I don't. So that's okay. Hello, sir! Boom! Got him. Didn't think I was going to. Again, kind of tower defense. Wow. Somebody getting attacked? Somebody attacking up here that I haven't seen? Uh-oh. Big bomb guy. Oh, crap. Ice. Chill. As Arnold Schwarzenegger, as Mr. Freeze would say. Yeah, personally I prefer the Archer, even though you get your splash damage with this thing. I do prefer the Archer. Dang. Precision. There we go. I'm assuming that's going to lock me from moving is what's happening. Die! Whoa, crap. Oh, it's locking it out so I can't get up there. Ah, crap, that sucked. Ah. And I would argue that for those who are kind of like wondering about control schemes here, let me suggest to you to if you're playing this, to play it oh shit, there's a boss. To play it the way that you would play the basketball game, for instance, in Carnival Games VR. You absolutely must make sure that you are following through with your movements in order for them to be precise. Well, relatively precise. Oh, shit. Oh, Scheiße. Alright. I didn't have one in my thing. Assuming the idea is to hit it as it comes at you. Booyah! There we go. Okay, the boss is pretty sweet. He's like freaking towering. That is awesome. It reminds me of Pixel Gear's bosses. What you got, mother... Ah. How did that not kill him? They're taking 2 hits to die now. Boom! What you got there, buddy? Yeah, that didn't work. Oh, that sucked. Come on, hit him. There we go. Oh, crap! Woohoo! Barely missed getting killed with that one. Nope, okay. That actually worked. Kind of shocked that it worked, but it worked. What you got? What you got? What you got? Oh, crap! Yeah, I didn't get him in time. Now eat it! There we go, that's one of his arms gone. Sweet. Oh, shit! Ah, shit. It's that full movement, and I wasn't getting the full movement in, so it just went, yeah, bloop. Come on, son. Now what? Now what? What are you doing? Aw, bullshit! What the crap? So I guess you gotta shoot that thing, maybe? Okay, well how do I avoid getting hit by those damn things? Ah! This is not working. I don't know how to get the orbs high enough to actually hit him. Assuming that's what I'm supposed to be doing. Gotta make an orb. There's my orb. Do it. Okay, I duck maybe? Whoa! Took me out again. And I'm gonna lose crystals here. I'm telling you, this is what happens when this is my first time playing something. Shit! What you got? Come on. Now, again, what am I supposed to do when that happens? I tried to throw something at it, that didn't work. It still just plowed right through it and killed me for 10 seconds. Okay, that was weird. Somehow I, like, swung into it or something, maybe? Or maybe that last time it didn't actually throw when it looked like it was throwing. We'll have to see. Come on. I want to lose my attention on this guy. Whoa! Hit him in the face, I guess, right? Come on. Oh, this is gonna take forever. The idea is that you gotta hit him in the face. It's hard to get enough momentum, as you just saw, to actually hit him in the face. That didn't work. So what do I do? Hold it up as a shield? Because it worked once. Come on. That sucked. Okay. See, I could apparently use it as a shield. It's kind of neat. Come on, mother. Do some more of that where I can hit your hands. Nope. Doesn't work as a shield. So how the hell did I manage to somehow stop it that time? And yes, I know I'm asking rhetorical questions because if it's not obvious when somebody is playing in a VR headset, no, they cannot see the chat. In case anybody's actually watching anymore. Oh! Almost. Nope. Because there it is. It just goes through it and falls right to the ground. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do against that. Unless I gotta use the special one. The ice-looking one. Which is possible. Victory! Ding dong, the king is dead. As opposed to the witch. Woo! You've done it! And apparently that is the direction of the TV, sort of. Arms all the way out to click. Whew! Oh, you can switch heroes in the game? By opening up a menu and hitting select hero. Interestingly, I was not able to do that on the controller I was trying to use, so I guess I'll have to use the other one. Alright, let's do a last thing, not even a whole level. Let's just jump in and see. It don't matter. just to see how the... Oh, Puppeteer's unlocked. Crap. See how both of these work, but I should be able to jump between them. At least according to that. Whew. Gets a little hot. The other game I'm going to run a quick Let's Play through if I have time tonight is a little bit of Arizona Sunshine. But that one with different control schemes probably requires about 3 different, at least quick Let's Plays to do it. Interesting. So basically, a dual-wielding... a weak dual-wielding just curious if there's a way to... Nope. Apparently you can only reload once it's empty. Okay. Let me jump down here, kill some guys, and then we'll see what her super ability is. But this is one you can actually aim in multiple directions, at least. So you got kind of an aim in multiple directions one, you got a splash damage one, you got a much more precision-based one so far. Am I glowing yet? Nope. Dang. Alright, a little more powerful than it seemed like at first. Alright, so time to find out what the actual ability is. Here we go. Hold it down, press the button. Unlimited ammo, basically. Temporary unlimited ammo. Okay, so it's... Okay, so on your left hand, you can press any of the face buttons to switch between characters. Your right hand, you cannot. So, the only other one we haven't tried yet is the Puppeteer. What in the heck? What the hell? What the shit? Oh, that's funky. Okay. I'm basically created a puppet that then follows my moves. But I don't see a way to jump away from that puppet. Like if I want to go over here... Okay, there we go. I point, I send, and I start bashing the shit out of them. Wow, that is just freaking bizarre. Strange. Wonder what his super ability is. We'll find out. At least he's able to kind of slap him away. Alright, so he's glowing. Press the button. Oh! And it is a super spin attack that doesn't require you to actually press the trigger. It's just the move button. Interesting. Alright, so let's jump back out of here. So, again, this is Ancient Amuletor. If you have a pair of move controls, the controls feel very good. Particularly with the archery thing. The controls feel very good. It's tower defense, but done in a sort of a different way. It plays, I would argue, a lot like, again, I would say, if you're thinking PS3, Medieval Moves, Deadman's Quest, or if you're thinking in terms of PSVR games so far, somewhat similar to Pixel Gear, with a little bit of a other variety thrown into that. So, yeah, I'm actually pretty excited. This is actually a pretty sweet game. And for 20 bucks, definitely a fun experience, definitely one you could use to also show off the capabilities of PSVR to new people, particularly those who aren't sure about the 1-to-1 control ratio. Once they start doing the bow and arrow, that'll probably sell them on it. In fact, part of what sold me on the idea of PSVR early on wasn't even PSVR itself per se, it was the fact that I had played through Deadman's Quest, and just the controls of that game with 2 Move controllers made for a greater sense of immersion, and I knew that throw that into VR, it's going to be pretty sweet. So, I will be back with another Let's Play, this one on Arizona Sunshine, here in a little bit. This has been Nathan P. Butler. This is my channel. Drop a like, drop a subscribe, whatever you feel like. If you have any questions about the game, feel free to drop them, but make sure you do it after it is processed and turn it into a regular video, because if you try to do it in the chat or while the video is going during the live stream, they will not save and will not be able to be seen once the video processes normally. It's just a quirk of YouTube. But we'll be back with some Arizona Sunshine.